Boom, there we go. Right. I'm live, working on some Legions Imperialis bits for an upcoming tournament. So let's get cracking. I am using these new brushes that I got courtesy of the lovely fellows over at Cryptic Cabin. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to use a number 2 brush here. Might be a little bit small, but let's see how we get on. I think this guy's all kind of covered, actually. Yeah, lovely. Oh, fuck. Oh, excuse my language. I feel like I should get someone to talk to whilst I'm on these streams. I might actually jump up to a 3. This feels a bit delicate for this. If someone would be so kind as to drop a chat message, just so I can see if chat is working, that would be very, very helpful. Love to know what anyone else is painting as well. Oh. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, perfecto. Thank you. It was lovely. I wanted to make sure that I wanted to make sure that I could read it. Lovely. How's everyone doing today? Are you enjoying your bank holiday Monday if you're in the UK? Or I guess if you're in the US, is it Labor Day weekend? Or is that a different time of the year? I don't know. Lovely. I don't necessarily have a topic of conversation for this either. I just thought it would be fun to stream whilst I was painting. Some more of that delicious content for you. So I get these Mechanicum boys done for a Legions Imperialis tournament I've got coming up. And it's kind of funny because in half of the videos that I make, loads of people keep talking about how I should be playing Legions Imperialis. Little do they know that I already play Legions Imperialis. It's just like, don't worry, I'll make a video about Ally at some point. I've just not gotten around to it yet. Like when I made the strategy video, I think that's the one that people seem to really keep talking to me about playing Legions Imperialis from, you know, which obviously makes sense because it's a very strategic game. Now, I personally think that the most kind of strategic elemented game that you could probably get, you know, you could apply real world tactics from and to would probably be Old World, because that's using, you know, rank and flank and whatnot. William Cunningham is Legions Imperialis made from Games Workshop, but 30k. It is indeed, yeah. It is epic scale, so it's these little dudes. They are tiny, so like this is I mean, this guy's a bit bigger than the normal size one, but you know, like that's a normal sized guy, and you have multiples of them on the stand in comparison to this little Bretonnian Grail monk that I've got there. But yeah, it's epic scale. Epic scale Warhammer. And yeah, I've got a tournament of these guys towards the end of the month. And it'll be the first outing of my Mechanicum. So I need to make sure that they're all gorgeous and ready to go. I was hoping to get some more of these guys done this weekend. But I've had to get videos produced and do all of that good stuff, as well as go out and do some food shopping and doing general life admin stuff as well. So yeah, and then I I thought, well, I've got the rest of Monday afternoon to myself. So kind of paint until I need to go and make dinner in a little bit. Why don't I just paint some miniatures on stream? And here we are. I have a small 40k Mechanicus army. The Castellan robots look very much like the ones you have. Yeah, my old housemates collected the Mechanicus ones, and the Castellan robots, I think they're supposed to be precursors to these guys. So these are the Castle-X automata. And these are Thanatars, these big ones. These are like siege robots, whereas these are just, you know, your regular robots. Although I think they're technically cyborgs. I think they have like human parts in them, or supposedly they're supposed to be like part human, part machine. But no, they're cool. I have picked these up in 30k size as well, which is nice. So one day I'll get around to painting them and having an actual 30k army. Are you going to paint them Mars red? No, well, no, because I'm not actually a Mars fan. I like Xanar 2, which is House Malanax, which is cool, and they're like the sand theme kind of guys. So they're my favorite ones. I am doing like Martian bases though, because, you know, I imagine that they're on Mars for the fracturing of Mars and the Civil War in 30k, the siege of Magmar City and all of that, which would be cool. So yeah, that's why these guys are all looking like dusty boys right now. Something straight from Frank Herbert. Lovely. What are you working on today then, William? And are you going to take part in Kit Jam, which I announced last night? I'm working. Oh, you're in Germany. Oh no. Well, not oh no because you're in Germany, but no bank holiday. That sucks. It's just a regular Monday over there. How is Germany at this time of year? And whereabouts in Germany are you? If you're okay with revealing that sort of information about yourself. Yeah, I'm currently like listening to someone else's music stream. I should probably like put my own music on. I feel like I'm kind of robbing someone else's music stream right now, which I feel a bit bad about. Ah, I'll be fine. I'll get it sorted for next time. This was a little bit spur of the moment, this stream. Oh, 8 concurrent viewers. That's lovely. Oh. Anyone else there that fancies talking? I'm like so good at engagement. This is me doing engagement. Oh yeah, that's looking sick. I shouldn't have said that thing about engagement so sarcastic. It's just how I kind of talk normally. Oh my god. This is why I script myself for my videos, because I come across as a bit abrasive. Oh no, what's happened to my music? Oh no, it finished. Let me put something else on. There we go. Oh man. It's like I've barely painted the last few weeks, and my hand is already cramping back up. Because I'm an old man. I'm an old man. Oh no. Come on. There we go. I don't know why it automatically shuts off. There's no way to stop that one shutting off, which is really frustrating. I can't believe 26 people have already watched this. Just on a spur of the moment, this was. Well, it's pretty mad. I should probably do this in an evening, but oh well. It's fine. people are working and all of that. I'm just going to keep talking to myself. That'll be fine. Someone can butt in at some point, I'm sure. Maybe I should do this on Discord or something. And then like people can talk and we can have like a conversation or whatever. That'd be fun. So that's how many I've gotten done so far. I've also got like these Triaros transporters. Is that going to zoom in? Is that going to focus? Sorry, not zoom in. I'm looking for some focus. Come on, give me some focus. Ooh! Amazing. Let's keep going. No, these models are just so freaking cool. Like, I know that they're tiny and you can't really pose them all that well. But look at this guy! Look at him! He's got a freaking plasma mortar on his shoulder. That's wicked. And they're like stupidly tough in game. Like, as far as the Legions Imperialis kind of thing goes. Like, the actual guns themselves have got a ridiculous range, which is fantastic. Because most things in Legions Imperialis are actually quite short ranged. Like, we're talking like 6 or 7 inches. So this thing has got a 30-inch mortar range and does like a frick ton of damage as well. And I'm running 8 of them in a detachment. So they're just going to be absolutely ludicrous. Or at least I hope they're going to be absolutely ludicrous. Like, it would be my first time kind of running them in a couple of weeks' time. Doing a test game before we go to this tournament, so I know exactly what the flip I'm supposed to be doing with these guys. It'll actually be on the final day of the kit jam that I'll be rolling dice, testing out my Mechanicum. Whilst people are scurrying away, getting photos, doing all of that stuff, and I'll be trying to play dice and do all of this whilst I'm waiting for everyone to submit photos. Which is going to be fun. So I'm looking forward to that. I need to start building some more hype as well. So if anyone's got any ideas on how to continuously build more hype to a competition, then I am all ears. I am all blimmin' ears. Oh, goodness. Can someone tell me a joke? Not a rude one. Just like a fun, silly joke. And don't say you. I know I'm a joke, it's fine. Such a great sense of self-esteem I have. Just looking at the stats of, like, we've had over 34 people view this already. That's pretty mad. So one thing I never really know what to do about live streams. Like if I'm just sat here painting, it's not necessarily interesting for everyone, is it? So I'm happy to iterate. Oh my goodness. How many pieces do I need to paint for this army? So that's a very good question. So I have to paint. I've already got a few detachments worth of stuff. So I've got a number of knights, and I have a titan that is going to be in this army, but this is a 3,000 point army. And I need to have basically everything on this little board painted up, so there's some more up here. Then I have 2 of these guys that I need to paint. So this is an Acastus Knight Porifon. And then I have 6 lots of these to paint up as well. So I've got what one might say is a fair amount to do to get this army ready to go. Although I'm not that far off with these guys, to be fair. Once the metal parts are down, I've got to get the brass done. And then I've got to do some weathering detail. So we won't be too far off being done. It'll probably take another week or so to get them all ready, just dependent on the time. So what have I got here? I've got 4 of the Voltarax. I've got 16 Thanatars. Then I've got 4 Domitars, which are these little robot dudes here. So I've got 4 of them. Then I've got 5 of these Triaros conveyors that need finishing. I've already got a few Mechanicum guys done. So probably about 100 models to paint. Like, which sounds a lot, but they're all really quite small. So you don't need to go super detailed with them. They kind of just need like basically like 3 colors each and they're done. So it's more time intensive, these guys, than necessarily than detail work. I mean, for these Thanatars, I'll end up, because they're quite big pieces, whereas these guys are actually quite small, obviously, so you can't necessarily work out all the details on them. So you don't need to do loads and loads of like highlighting and stuff on them. Like obviously you can, but there's not, reason to do so unless you were making a display army, which I am not. Now, if you're looking at my brush and going, oh my goodness, what brilliantness of a brush is that? That looks like an incredible specimen. This is made by the excellent fellows down at Cryptic Cabin. I am not being paid to say that or anything like that. They were just incredibly nice, and they gave me a set of their brushes for an upcoming video that I'm working on at the moment. So yeah, and they've been really, really generous and are giving a couple of sets of their paintbrushes for you to win. So you can paint up the lovely model that you create for the kit jam. So even more incentive to take part. If anyone's got any questions about the kit jam, please do feel free to ask. I'll see if I can answer them. I'm still working on like figuring out half of the rules. But part of it is thinking, let's just put something together and put something out there and see what happens. If you build it, they will come. Oh. Lovely. Okay. Oh man. Worst thing about painting is just the amount of neck ache and backache I get, and I don't know if that's just because of painting or if it's just because I'm becoming an old man. Good lord. I get some real frickin' crinks. How long have I been streaming for now? About 40 minutes. Flippin' heck. There we go. Right. Lovely. Oh, good lord. Or have I lost the blimmin' tip on this? Just the tip. Probably shouldn't say that on a live stream. Oh well. Alright, last one of these guys, and I will probably call it there for the moment. Sonny's going to crack on with some Monday dinner. And if anyone wants to know what I'm cooking and why I'm having to make dinner at 1 p.m, I'm doing a gochujang slow roasted chicken that's going to take about 3 hours to cook. And considering I had lunch around 2 hours ago, bit of an early lunch, I'm already starting to get a little bit peckish. Now, if you're not familiar with gochujang, it is fermented Korean spice paste, and it's flippin' delicious. So I'm just going to salt the chicken. Got some garlic sorted. I might also try and put a bit of butter in the undersides of the skin. I don't normally do that for this recipe, but I might give it a go for this one. I think that might be an interesting twist. Apologies if anyone's vegetarian. Whilst they're listening. No, that is my partner. Making noises in the background. Here we go. Sorry, it was my partner just came into the room. She informed me that there's barely any music on the stream, which ain't great. So I've just turned that up, so let me know if you can hear that. It's very meditative listening to music and painting like this. I should stop talking. I know I'm on a live stream and like the whole purpose is, you hear me talking and whatnot, but kind of just like painting on stream. It's fun. can't hear any music. Okay, that's on like -5 decibels, so. Huh. That's weird. Maybe it's just too faint anyway. That's quite quiet, lo-fi. Trying something else. No, that's. Let me just try some Debussy. There we go. Okay. So, I got these 4 little guys to do by themselves. Who need to go on bases. We're not far off of being done with the metal sections. It's a beautiful piece of music. Can you hear it now? So, yeah. In fact, I'll do it now. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Good night.